In order to prove Cauchy-Gosset theorem, in the previous lecture we have discussed Gosset lemma, whose statement is if fz is an analytic within or on a closed contour C, then for given epsilon greater than 0, it is always possible to divide the region within C into finite number n of squares and partial squares, such that if their boundaries are denoted by Si, I equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n, then there exists a point Zi in each Si for which this inequality holds. This is Gosset lemma. Now we are going to prove the main theorem, Cauchy-Gosset theorem. Proof of Cauchy-Gosset theorem. Let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Then by Gosset lemma, the region within C, this is the region C. The region within C can be divided into finite number n of meshes which are squares or partial squares, such that a point Zi exists in each mesh for which inequality 1 holds. We note the boundaries of these meshes by Si, I equal to 1, 2 up to n. We can write inequality 1 in the form of equation as follows. We are writing it fz minus fzi upon z minus zi minus f dash zi equal to eta iz, where mod eta iz is less than epsilon. So we can convert this inequality into an equation like this. This implies, on simplification, fz minus fzi minus z minus zi f dash zi equal to z minus zi eta I z. So we find the value of fz from this equation. So fz is equal to fzi minus zi f dash zi plus z f dash zi plus z minus zi eta iz. We have two types of functions here. One, the function of z, and other function of zi. This gives value of fz at any point z within Si and also at any point on the boundary of Si. Hence, if z is any point on the boundary of Si, then integrating 2, this is 2. Now we are going to integrating 2 around Si, we get integral over Si fz dz equal to, this will be treated as constant because we are integrating with respect to z. So zi will be treated as constant. So this part fzi minus zi f dash zi taken together, this will be treated as constant. So this times integral over Si fz dz plus f dash zi integral over Si z dz, this term, f dash zi integral over Si z dz plus integral over Si z minus zi eta iz dz. Suppose number 3. We know that if C is a closed contour, then integral over C dz equal to 0, integral over C z dz equal to 0. As an example, we have already discussed it in the very beginning of this chapter. In our case, Si is the closed contour. So we have integral over Si dz will be 0. From this, integral over Si z dz 0. From this, suppose number 4. So 3 implies these two integrals are 0. So we are left with integral over Si fz dz equal to integral over Si z minus zi eta iz dz. Integral over Si fz dz equal to integral over Si z minus zi eta iz dz. Suppose equation number 4. It is obvious from figure 3, this figure 3, the sum of integrals around all the SIs is the integral around the closed curve C. It is obvious the sum of the integrals around all the SIs, these are the SIs, the sum of integrals around all the SIs is the integral around the closed curve C. This arrow. How? Since the line integrals along the common boundary line of every pair of adjacent meshes cancel each other. Integral about this line integral about this in this direction and line integral in this direction, these both will be equal and opposite, so they will cancel each other. So all the sum of integrals along the line integrals along the common boundary will cancel each other, and we will be left with the line integral along this curve C. So integral over C fz dz can be written as equal to sigma over I equal to 1 to n integral Si fz dz, and this will be equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n integral over Si z minus zi eta I z dz by 4, because this is equal to this. We have substituted the value of integral over Si fz dz from 4 here. This implies, now we are taking modulus. Mod of integral over C fz dz, this will be mod of this integral sigma over integral over Si z minus zi eta I z dz, and we know that mod of integral is less than integral of the mod. This is a very important property of integral, line integral. So this will be less than equal to mod of sigma mod of integral over Si z minus zi eta I z dz. Sorry, mod of sum is less than equal to sum of the mod, and then mod of integral is less than integral of the mod. So finally we get here, this will be less than equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n integral over Si mod z minus zi mod eta I z mod dz, but mod eta I z is less than epsilon. So this gives less than epsilon times integral over Si mod z minus zi mod dz. Suppose question number 5. Now we shall conclude this in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.